Hi, this is meteorologist Steve Pelletieri, and I am the weatherman. Thanks for checking into the weathermanpod.com on your Tuesday. It's the 12th day of November, 2024. Big area high pressure across the northeast extends from Hudson Bay up in Canada and James Bay. James Bay is that little bay that's south of actually Hudson Bay, extending all the way down into the Great Lakes and even down into the Carolinas, where it's a little bit more of an easterly flow there. A northerly by northeast flow that continues across New England and the Canadian Maritimes. That basically means we're going to be into a cool weather pattern for the next several days in the east. Out west, series of low pressure systems and storms working their way out of the Aleutian lows, and storms moving out of the North Pacific, hitting the Pacific Northwest, extending down into the at least central and northern California, hopefully trying to get down into Southern California, where the Santa Ana winds have been causing quite a bit of wildfires, and they're having a tough fire season there as well because of the dry conditions. Hopefully that will be abated by some of the rains that we expect over the next couple of weeks, but it'll probably take that long. We're also going to be looking at this upcoming winter across the Northeast. I'm going to have that on Friday, the 15th. Every November 15th, we usually start the winter season here in the Mid-Atlantic and Northeastern states because the nighttime temperatures are colder, the daytimes are shorter, nighttime is longer, and you have that possibility of storms working their way out of the Great Lakes. And the minute you get into what's the start of meteorological winter, which is December 1st, just about anything can happen at just about any time. You can have these storms giving you a little bit of rain, temperatures drop at night, then you have ice in the morning, or you have these strong cold fronts with Arctic fronts moving through, and every so often some snow squalls with those, or even some rain and sleet, and even freezing rain when you have warm air aloft and cold air close to the surface. So we start the winter season around November 15th, and we're going to have a little bit of a talk about that on this upcoming Friday's report, so make sure you check in there. In the meantime, if you are traveling on this Tuesday, it looks pretty good. Up in Boston, of course, New York, Newark, LaGuardia, JFK, Philly, Baltimore, D.C., Dulles, and Nashville, looking at some pretty good weather. And also out in Chicago and Minneapolis, same fall. The dry conditions continue, but it's a strong southerly flow, and we see some rain moving out of the Dakotas and out of Nebraska and Kansas, heading towards the northeast, and that may be heading into the western Great Lakes over the next day or two. But if you're flying on Tuesday, no problems there. No problems in Atlanta. South Florida also looking pretty good. Some scattered afternoon thunder showers. Miami-Dade, and also in the Fort Lauderdale and Palm Beach area, West Palm, and even out on the West Coast at Naples, and also at Southwest at the Fort Myers area, Tampa, St. Pete. Weather situation not looking too bad. Do have rainy conditions around Louisiana, so New Orleans will probably be a little bit overcast and rainy, but no major problems there. So still that area of low pressure that was a tropical storm and actually a hurricane of late, still meandering down in the south, pumping some moisture up and along the Gulf Coast. Houston's looking good, as is Dallas-Fort Worth. And in Denver, could be that they're going to have some rain and some snow in the mountains. LA is looking dry. San Francisco dry on Tuesday and Tuesday evening. San Diego looking good. Looks like rain in Portland and Seattle. Weather for the Northeast, Carter. On your Tuesday, sunshine, highs of only 50 to 55, in the 40s in eastern PA and southeastern New York around the Finger Lakes. And up in the Boston area, too, also 45 to 50 as well. Clear and cold at night, back into the 20s to near 30 degrees for nighttime lows, even along the Jersey Shore and Delmarva. It will be down to about 30, 32 degrees in those places as well. And looking ahead towards Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, the weather continues dry. Still chilly both on Wednesday and Thursday, but by Friday, temperatures could recover back up into the upper 50s, low to mid 60s across the Northeast. And it does look like dry conditions, unfortunately, through this weekend. We do need more rain in the Northeast. Not much being seen, although with a little frontal system sometime late Friday, early Saturday, could be some showers across Maryland and sections of northern Virginia. But outside of that, really doesn't look like much. Get a big storm like those big storms in the Pacific Northwest hitting the east. Doesn't look like that's going to be happening just yet. I'm meteorologist Steve Pelletieri, and I am the weatherman. Again, remember, Friday we're going to talk about this upcoming winter. Until then, have yourself a wonderful Tuesday. Talk to you first thing on Wednesday. Take care.